Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Ground when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. This my resurrection in the soul.
Yo, happy Friday, man. Hope everybody had a good week. And glad y'all is here to start the weekend off with the boys in the EnDaZone crew. I'm your host, Spivey, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways in all the land. And y'all see who I got with me. On my right, y'all left on the screen. Kelsey Truth in the building. Was good.
What's good? What's good, everybody? How everybody doing?
How everybody doing? Like in a live studio audience.
Hey, I'm trying to be professional, you know.
Trying too hard. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on YouTube and on Facebook. As you know, the DSMN network is under construction, but we'll be back. We'll be back stronger than ever. Can't wait to let y'all know what we got coming up real soon in a couple of weeks for the network and where y'all can catch us at the new location for the network. But I still appreciate everybody that said support and that's tuning in tonight, viewers, listeners. Want y'all come on in and join the convo. Let's talk about it. With that being said, we got a lot to get into today. We got the AFC and the NFC Championship game. AFC game, the Patriots and the Broncos, which is going to be a very interesting game. Then we got on the NFC side, the Rams and the Seahawks. We got some NBA news. We're going to talk about this whole Jeanie Buss, LeBron James situation. We got some boxing. Kels, go hit us up with some of his boxing knowledge. T.O.?
Yeah, T.O. versus Shakur Stevenson. Yeah.
Stevenson on the 31st of this month, January.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, I believe it's next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, with that being said, man, we're about to hop right into it. Don't forget, y'all can subscribe to the YouTube channel at the EnDaZone Sports and also like, follow, share on Facebook. And again, get ready to download something in a couple of weeks for y'all to also catch EnDaZone Sports and more shows in the future. That being said, ready to get it going, Kels?
Let's go.
Let's start with this AFC Championship game. We got the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game. We thought we could have got Bo Nix versus Drake May, but unfortunately we all saw and heard what happened to Bo Nix last week in the divisional round of the playoffs. Excuse me. With him breaking the bone in his ankle, kneeling the football at the end of the game, so he's out for the rest of the playoffs. But we got two good defenses that'll be going head-to-head with each other. We got two good offense. Well, yeah, two good offense, but we're going to talk about Stidham getting a start for the Broncos. With that being said, what do you want to see for Jared Stidham in hopes of giving the Denver Broncos the win this weekend against the New England Patriots?
What I would like to see from him is some type of accuracy, some type of poise, some type of understanding of the offense, so that can prevent them from just keying on the run game or keying on the little things that he needs to do, like being accurate and throwing the ball to Courtney Sutton or Troy Franklin or Marvin Mims in them. The run game have to complement him so he can be sufficient enough to move the change. So Sean Payton got to get him in rhythm so he can get his accuracy and his confidence up. So I'm seeing him to play good ball, don't turn over the ball, play within his means, but make plays. That's what I'm looking for him to
do. When we talk about Stidham, the last time he threw a pass was maybe 2 years ago. But what I do like that he have in his favor is having Sean Payton as his coach. And we all know Sean Payton is a very offensive, creative-minded coach. We see what he did with Drew Brees. We see the potential. Well, I can say potential, but we saw what he instilled in Russ. Even though Russ was already a good quarterback, Russ had a decent season in Denver. I mean, it wasn't a Seattle Seahawks Russell Wilson type season like early in Seattle, but he did have a good season with the Broncos, being coached by Sean Payton. So what I'm expecting is Sean Payton to come up with a good game plan to put Stidham in a position to be successful. Not asking him to do too much. We don't need to see the big plays. We just want to see him manage the football game and take what the New England Patriots defense is going to give him. We know, I think Verbal, this game is going to send pressure after Stidham just to see where his mindset is at, just to see how quick he can adjust to the game by, coming in as a starter after not playing in 2 years or throwing the football in 2 years. So I expect a lot of pressure coming from the New England defense, and I think Sean Payton is going to put Stidham in position to try to counter that or not be so much affected by that, and not turn, like you said, not turn the football over, and being able to get the ball to his playmakers, as you said, Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram, Marvin Mills, Troy Franklin. And the only way that can happen is, another thing I do agree with you on, is the Broncos got to get that ground game going. They get the ground game going, then that'll take a lot of pressure off Stidham. So I expect for Sean Payton to put him, again, in a position to where he's not asking too much, but just to manage the game of Stidham and rely on his defense to do the rest.
Well, I remember the last game that Center played in, it was in Oakland, where him and Devontae Adams had a good game. So he can do it. But in this pressure situation and this type of environment, he will have to play within himself, meaning that he can't do too much or try to do too much. And like you said before, unfortunately, they was trying to get J.K. Dobbins back, but he's not going to play. Reports came out he's not going to play this game, so they're going to be added pressure on Jaleel McLaughlin and R.J. Harvey to run the ball so he can get into manageable downs. So Sean Payton can use his magic on offense to get him in rhythm. I say they should come out and no huddle for a series to get him in some type of rhythm so he don't have to think as much. So that'll get the New England Patriots defense not to substitute as much as they can so they can tire down that big defensive line that can rush the passer a lot. So that's why I'm looking to for him to try to get him in rhythm, try to run the ball, and get in short distance so it can be 3rd and 1 and not 3rd and 10.
Let's flip it on the New England side of the football. They're going to begin, say, top 2, top 3 defense in the league and the Denver Broncos. What must Drake May do in order to keep New England in this game and possibly lead mile high with the W and get the New England Patriots into this year's Super Bowl?
Well, Drake May got to be accurate. Drake May has not been accurate these 2 playoff series. He only throwing the only been his accuracy is only 58% this 2 playoff series. He does have 4 touchdowns. He also has 2 turnovers. He has to minimize the turnovers. Right now, he's 2 interceptions. He fumbled the ball twice in these 2 games against teams that couldn't capitalize on it. But with the Broncos offense, if you turn over the ball, even though they got a backup quarterback, Sean Payton good enough to either get a field goal out of it or a touchdown. So Drake May got to be more accurate with his passes, get the ball to Diggs, Henry, and Butte, and the weapons that he have. They also have to get the running game started. Ramondre here, Stevenson has been running the ball really well since the last 3 games. Henderson is a good combo, good 1-2 punch. But Drake May gotta be able to throw the ball accurately like he did in the regular season, which he was completing passes 72%.
Yeah, I just need I just need for Drake May to be Drake May. This is a game where you don't need to come out to be Superman, Batman, whatever action hero that you grew up liking. Just be Drake May. Play how you played during the regular season. Utilize your legs. I think Denver is well going to be another team. We talked about how New England was going to put pressure on Stidham. I think the Broncos is going to try to do the same thing to Drake May. So this is going to flush him out the pocket, make him make plays with his legs. If you have to do that, Drake May, do it. Don't again, try to make the play when it's not there to be the hero. Take what that defense give you, and be yourself, basically. As I said throughout the whole season, just be yourself. I believe Variable it's another coach who's going to put him in the right situation, the right position to succeed. Again, you touched on Trevion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. They get that run game going, and Ramondre Stevenson has also been involved in the pass game a lot these past couple of weeks, even going back to the end of the regular season. So I expect to see that from the New England side of the ball on the offensive end. But for Drake May, just come out and be yourself. Don't force anything. Play smart. Play like the MVP candidate that you are, and get this dub in Denver and take your team to the Super Bowl.
Right. Also, they can't turn over the ball. The defense have to turn over the ball. On the New England side, get the Broncos to turn over the ball, and also on the Broncos side, get New England to turn the ball. The key to this also game, since they playing against two good defense, the special teams. Whoever special teams is better will win this game. Also, field position is going to be a must between these two teams. Whoever win the field field position will win. So I'm looking for the
You say,
special teams.
you
Go
say
ahead.
things, I say defense. Whichever defense can come
Yeah,
up with the most plays and create the most turnovers, I think is going to win this football game. Now, unfortunately, if it's New England, well, we saw them last week get what
they
five
had
turnovers,
five turnovers.
but they only scored 7 points.
That was
7
against Houston.
points. Yeah, I mean, but Houston is the best defense in the league, if you ask me. The best.
Yeah,
defense.
I'm talking about offensive wise. Offensive wise.
Okay, but with not having Bo Nix in there, we don't know what Stidham is going to give them.
Right.
No, that's the unknown part. So if New England get turnovers like they did last week, I feel like they are in a better position to win that football game because I got more confidence in Drake May than I do Jared Stidham. Even if the Broncos, let's say they turn the Patriots over, 3 times, I don't think unless he come out and he done had a good ass dinner the night before. He got up and had a great breakfast. He done did whatever it is he need to do. And he shocked the world to do something that we didn't think that he'd be able to do. Other than that, I believe whichever defense causes the most turnovers this game is going to get their offense a chance to win this game, which I believe is going to be the New England Patriots. I got more confidence in their offense and in Drake May than I do in the Broncos offense instead of. And I've been saying this all season about the Broncos offense, even with Bo Nix, because you don't know what you're going to get for them. Like you don't know.
Well, I feel as though I'm banking on Sean Payton. So Sean Payton is one of them coaches who know how to design plays to get the score, and I'm banking on still on playing like Nick Foles of the Eagles back how when Carson Wentz got hurt and he drove him to he drove him to the Super Bowl.
It's a great
That's what I'm looking for. So Stidham has played games. He just have not played in this big big games. But I'm putting all my faith in Sean Payton because Sean Payton has been here. He's a good coach. So it depends on where they turn over the ball at. If they turn the ball on their side of the field,
sound like you taking the Broncos.
I have to because I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I can't do it now. I can't go back. I'm not that person.
Look, we can. I'm gonna take the Patriots. I'm
taking the Broncos because I picked them to go, so I can't go back on my.
We can. I'll give you your bet back, man. Since I still ain't got my pizza yet.
Oh, I'm working on your pizza. You ain't tell me. You never told me. You never told me the price of the pizza.
I'm gonna give you an opportunity to win your bet back.
Oh, so you gonna pick? So you picking New England?
I'm taking New England.
I got Denver.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, it's ironic that I don't got my quarterback, but I'm going for the. I'm going.
Like I said, you sticking with the team. At the beginning of the season to go to the Super Bowl. So
we about to get our Rocky on.
I think you did, but there it is. I did pick Denver. Okay, Kale's got Denver. I got New England. I got New England winning. I'm gonna say 24. No, I'm gonna say 27-17. New England.
Oh, by 10. I got it in the closer. I got it 24. 21 Broncos. Will Lutz for the game winner.
You said who? Will Lutz?
Will Lutz for the game winner in Mile High.
Mm, mm. That'll be something very, 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 very interesting to see. Let's talk about this NFC Championship game, which I think
Let's
is
go.
going to be another great game. Championship Sunday. We got the Rams versus the Seahawks. They split 1-1 during the regular season. We got Matthew Stafford versus Sam Darnold. We got that vicious another. Actually, these are two more good teams with good defenses in Seattle. But we got a monstrous team in Seattle, and we got a great defense in the Rams. Back end kind of suspect, but run defense is stout. Is this another moment for Sam Darnold to hush the naysayers, and can he get this dub and lead the Seattle Seahawks back to the Super Bowl?
Yes, this is one of those games that can validate his whole career for New York to Carolina to San Francisco to the Vikings. So yes, this is a very important game for Darnold. Me personally think that Darnold is not going to show up. It's going to be the defense. If the defense play as well as they did against the Rams, then Darnold don't have to do too much. But if you put Darnold in a situation,
That's gonna be tough.
if we put Darnold in a situation that he has to make a comeback, then we will see where he at. But
That's gonna,
this is a go ahead.
that's gonna be tough, man, because although we see what they did to the San Francisco 49ers last week, we got to remember the 49ers had no Kittles.
Right,
Offensive line was a little banged up. Trent Williams wasn't healthy.
right.
Uh, the wide receiver core was not up to par at all season. This game, all season,
No.
period. But in the Rams, you know,
You got players. You
you
got
got
the
you got,
offense.
you got players that defense have to worry about. Now, what's going to be the difference is, unlike San Francisco, if the Rams can somehow contain that front four push of the Seahawks, and they get Stafford just a little bit of time to do what they need to do to get the ball to Puka, to get the ball to Devontae, to get the ball to Kyron Williams coming out the backfield, or Parkinson, any three of them tight ends, because they use
Right.
three tight ends along
Right.
with the wide receivers. I think this could be a long day for Seattle, and they can eventually lose this game. But Darnold, yeah, I agree with you. Darnold, if he could get this dub this week, and not just get the dub, but I think in order for the critics and the bad critiques on Sam Darnold to get off of him or leave him,
He'll
not
have to
only
play
do he
well.
have to win this game, he gonna have to play well.
Yes,
The Seahawks can't win this game, and Sam Darnold
through
go
3 interceptions.
through 3 or 4 interceptions, which, by the way, is a good
It's
thing.
his thing against the Rams.
Yes, most of his interceptions this year, I think 6 came against the Rams.
Oh yes.
So, you know, that can't happen this game. And again, even if Seattle was to win and that happened, you still gonna have that noise about Sam Darnold. So he got to come out and play well. No, he got to play great, and Seattle got to get this dub.
Well, the good thing about Seattle is at home.
Yes,
So you got that 12th man.
they got the
And you got
dome open or closed.
I guess it depends on the weather. Seattle, it's either gonna be raining or not raining in Seattle. It really don't snow in Seattle. So it depends on the weather. But
My man
that
Wilson
12th
Cup going to keep him out, and that
this week, hey,
it
the
can be.
revenge
Yeah,
the
yeah,
revenge games are and how better way is this to beat them to score the game winning touchdown against your former team to go
that'd
to
be
the Super
crazy.
Bowl?
That'd be crazy.
Who
That'd
waves you for
crazy.
Devontae Adams?
That'd be crazy, man.
And that would be like, wow.
Speaking of Devontae Adams, he on the verge of finally getting to that Super Bowl.
Mm,
We
right.
saw what happened with Odell. Odell got to the Rams. He finally got to that Super Bowl, and they won it. They won it. Can we see the same thing happen with Devontae Adams?
The only thing about that, hope he don't get injured like Odell, but I'm not putting that on him. But
That was
it's
a
gonna
freak
be
Odell, man. Freak
it's
out.
gonna be interesting to see how Seattle corners play Puka and Devontae, or because then Stafford is a veteran quarterback who utilize his tight ends. So they're gonna have the linebackers gonna have to respect the tight ends, Jefferson, Parkinson, and Higby. So would that allow Kyron Williams and Blake Horn to run the ball against that front four?
I
Because
mean,
that
last
front
time they played, if I'm not mistaken, they both did have a good game on the ground against
right.
Seattle.
So the best way to beat Seattle is to be balanced. You
Yeah, you got
can't not you cannot be one dimensional against them, or they
yeah,
will tell you. And that's what happened to San Francisco last week. They were one dimensional
yeah.
because they couldn't run the ball, so they had to pass it. And with that pass rush,
Stafford
it's
can't
not
throw
going to
the
be good.
ball 50 plus times or however much you be doing if they go beat Seattle. Like you said, they got to stay
Right.
balanced. They
And
got to.
also the key to this too, because Seattle special teams is better than the Rams special teams, and the Rams special teams has been giving up a lot of big
Yeah,
plays on the
yeah,
punt return
yeah,
and
yeah.
kickoff return. So
And
they're
field
gonna
goals.
have to
Get field
right
goals. Field goals
and
too.
field goal. So they're gonna have to prevent that from happening. If the Rams want to go out and win this game, they're gonna have to play efficient on offense, stop them on defense, and play better special teams so they won't flip the field. In these playoffs, I'm all about the field position.
Mhm.
If you get good field position, third downs you got to be 3rd-and-1, not 3rd-and-10 or 3rd-11 for both teams.
Mhm.
Kenneth Walker gonna have to run the ball against that stout running defense of
And
the
we
Rams.
no Zach Charbonnet either. So
And right,
he gonna
so
have a lot of touches.
carries. Right.
He gonna have a lot
So
of
now,
carries or
so,
coming out receiving out the backfield. He gonna have a lot of touches.
right. So now we'll see what Kenneth Walker really is worth to the Seahawks. Because every time they got down to the red zone, who would come in? Sharps. He will get them down there, but then they'll bring in Sharps. So field position gonna be key
But
for both teams.
is that a coaching thing or it's just they don't trust Kenneth Walker down in the red zone? I just think
That's
I
that's a
think
coaching thing.
yeah, because Charbonnet is more the bruiser. You know
But
what I'm
if I was Walker, I'd be pissed. It's just like if I was like last year when Barkley was when Barkley and Jalen Hurts was at the one, he
saying?
getting all that what's the name?
That right there is just some bullshit. Like I don't
So
listen. I don't man. That's why I can
so
understand why teams was trying to ban that tush push because of stuff
right.
like that. But we talked about it before, man. It's situational football. You know, so they get to the goal line. You see it in Atlanta. With
Which is dumb.
Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson, they get
Which
to
is
that goal
dumb.
line. They bring that
Big
strong
back.
goal line offense and big backs. You know, big tight ends, maybe an extra offensive lineman, and then hand it off to Tyler Algier.
But
So
you should reward your backs who get
I
you
would,
down there.
I get it, but again, you know what I'm saying? Like just like I don't agree with when they do get down to the damn goal line, first and goal from the 5, you want to try trick plays and play action. Man, if you don't pound that motherfucking ball
Well,
5 yards,
I'm cool with the play action because everybody thinking you are run the ball. I'm cool with the play action, but when you be running jet sweeps
okay,
down
but
at the one,
good. Don't do it
huh?
from the shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Don't do the play action from the shotgun.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
that's stupid.
from the center. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like to keep that defense balanced to where are they going to pass it? Are they going to run it? When you're in shotgun, like you pretty much have an idea on what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So,
it depends on the quarterback. Either gonna be a read or a handoff or a
but for
pass
this game, we know. Let us see Stafford.
or read option.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a
And
pass.
the pass. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, but that's what I mean. Like, get them up on the center because a team like Seattle and that great defense that they have, you got to keep them honest. You can't let
yeah,
them know what's coming so they could just key in on what you finna do and blow the
exactly.
whole play up. You got to keep them balanced. You got to keep them honest. So,
Because Mike McDonald is a
the,
great adjuster on defense,
yeah.
and he will read the play. And but Sean McVay is a good offensive play caller too, and so
Oh,
it's gonna be a good game.
yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be a good game.
test match between them two
But
coaches. So who you got? Who you taking?
I'm taking the Rams um, for the simple fact that I think they offense gonna score more points. It's gonna be hard for Seattle to score if Darnold is not on, or and Seattle do not turn up get them in good field position
That's the
because
got to get going early too. Got to get
yeah,
them.
and also the Rams gotta stop Rasheed from returning. I'm scared of their return game. I am really scared of their return. They
Yeah,
tackle.
opened up the game last week against San Francisco with a kick return, but
Hey, if I'm the Rams, if I win a toss, I'm taking it. We going to offense first. I don't care. I'm not kicking the ball to him.
you got to stick. You got to stick to. You gonna have to kick it to him eventually. Get it out the way if it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Get it out.
No, but the difference is this: if he return it, that's the momentum, and I'm all about momentum. That momentum gonna be,
But
and then you get the fans.
I think the Rams got a team to where, again, they could go in Seattle and hush that crowd up with that offense.
Right. And
down to what's good, Shannon?
What's up? How you doing?
Be a problem. Yeah, it always gonna be a problem. But I think the Rams had that offense and had that team to where, as I stated earlier, if they can contain, because you're not going to stop the Rams front four. You're not going to stop them. But if you can contain them and create plays to where, you know, you're stopping that front four for getting that pressure, and you get Matthew Stafford any type of time, I believe he can dissect that defense and get the ball to Puka, Devontae, and all the.
You trust Sam Darnold?
Do I trust this game?
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
you still picking Seattle?
No, I'm picking the Rams.
Oh, okay. I thought you were picking Seattle. Okay.
I'm picking the Rams. Like, I don't wish for Darnold to play bad. I don't. But
it's just certain teams that he play against.
Games, from what I seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have the last four, you like 1-3 far as big games that you need to have. And one was I believe, like the last regular season game. It
was against the Detroit Lions last year.
Right. No, what's that? No, I'm talking about this year.
The regular season game, they what this year? They really didn't have no big games this year.
I'm talking about for Sam Darnold, the number one seed in the NFC. I believe that was like the final week of this year.
Oh, they crushed the last person. I mean, they crushed.
It was the game that Sam Darnold needed to have because it was questioned. Okay, this is another game looking at what you did the season before when you choked against Minnesota, then you choked against whoever it was in the playoffs. Detroit. We need to see you quiet the naysayers as far as that. So I'm not. I don't wish for him to play bad this game, but do I have the confidence in him? Especially looking at how I see he played against the same Rams teams in both games this season.
He threw 6 interceptions.
And that right there is where I got my questions at. So
okay.
Of course I'm thinking Matthew.
I have my questions on him too. So the only reason if I was gonna pick Seattle is because of the defense and the special team and the 12th man. That's the only reason. But he can come out and play a good game.
I'm still undecided on the NFC match. Seattle run game going to have to be big.
Oh yeah, Kenneth Walker gonna have to have one of those run games like he had against Seattle. I mean,
the Rams' strongest part on their defense is the run against the run. Right. If you can, like you just said, if Seattle can have a good game on the ground and you can put the Rams in the position to where now you can hit them with play actions and get deep passes to Jackson Smith and Barner and Shaheed if he in the game because the Rams secondary Cooper Kupp because the Rams defense back end is very suspect. So we both take the Rams. I'm gonna take the Rams to win this game a close one. I'm gonna go 27-24 Rams.
I'm gonna go. I think this is gonna be a little high scoring game because I feel that Seattle will get one punt return back. So I'm gonna go 31 Rams, 24 Seattle.
31-24. Okay. Well, too bad we both picked the same team in this game because I would be like we could double up, but I'm about to get mine anyway. Moving on. What you want to hit on the NBA real quick, or you want to get your boxing on?
We can hit the NBA real quick.
NBA. I'm pretty sure you heard the comments Jeanie Buss and the NFL was making about LeBron James, her treatment, and how she thought he wasn't grateful, blase. Do you think it's just time now, after listening at them comments and really like how the season is going with the Lakers, even though they are in the playoff picture, You think it's time for the Lakers and LeBron James to just cut ties? And just,
Yes.
you know,
Once they got Luka,
in this marriage.
yes. Once they got Luka, and they show LeBron that he's not the face of the team anymore, and LeBron is still playing, I felt as though they should have traded him. I felt as though they should have traded him 2 years ago when he was still in lightweight because they could have got something back for him. But
But
now that
but Jeanie and company wasn't on it. You
I
know,
know
they
because of this reason, because they was trying to, as you can see, they sold the team, right?
mhm.
They sold the team. So who made that team valuable? After Kobe, after Kobe left, the Lakers went in a record of just didn't win any type of games.
Yeah,
Since LeBron
they was
since
bad.
since LeBron been there, they are 263 and 181 with a title.
And that's why I feel like some of her comments that she was making, it's like it's unfair. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You know what you getting when you got a LeBron James on your team, and
yes,
then especially now in this stage of his career,
right.
the veteran that he is, the champion that he is, in my eyes, the GOAT that he is. So it's like nothing else he has to prove, much as people continue to keep trying to put and stack on his plate, even at the age of 41. Come on now, really. But like you just said, the Lakers was not relevant post Kobe.
No, heck no.
They get LeBron, they win the games, they get a championship out of it. Although a lot of us felt like they should have got more than one, but hey, shit happens, things happen.
They
Um,
didn't they didn't produce the team like they supposed to do when they got LeBron.
right.
I think Rob Pelinka failed that franchise. First off, you started off with a coach with Luke Walton. Not saying Luke Walton wasn't a good coach, but you cannot get a rookie coach to where he did. He did coach in Sacramento before he got the Lakers job. Luke Walton, was he the coach of the Kings?
Yeah.
Okay, so but you can't get that type of personality with LeBron. Also, the franchise went from $3.7 billion to sell to $10 billion. So Jeanie Buss got $10 billion for the Lakers because of LeBron's presence. So somebody she's telling LeBron is ungrateful. She is ungrateful. She is real ungrateful. Your franchise went for 3.7 billion. This man just allowed you to tack on an extra 6.7 billion, not million, $1 billion for your family. And you come out and said that he's ungrateful. He's ungrateful that y'all drafted Bronny. Y'all didn't have to draft Bronny if y'all didn't want that. Y'all didn't. But
No,
y'all did.
I don't think she said like he was ungrateful. Like you can't be ungrateful if they draft your son. I think she was just trying to throw the whole Bronny thing in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
But she shouldn't.
that's what we did for you,
Right,
and
she
and,
shouldn't.
and you want to give us this in return. Like again,
This in return, you know what my return was? Your franchise is worth $10 billion when it was only worth 3.7 when I came here. When I wasn't here after Kobe, y'all didn't do nothing. I had to leave Cleveland to upgrade your franchise, and you calling me ungrateful? You is ungrateful. You lucky I even came.
true statement, Will. True statement.
And
True
so
statement.
talking about, and also talk about she was gonna try to trade her to the Clippers. Okay, you gonna trade her to the Clippers and watch they franchise go up again, huh?
Just for the Clippers to take over LA. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
Like, because right now the Clippers are the little brothers still. I don't like, they don't went out to try to sign Kawhi to change that whole narrative. Maybe come out with the commercials, the new
right?
balance commercials, and all that. Then you try to bring in Paul George and to
Chris
add James
Paul,
Harden a couple of
right?
years later. And just to try to separate yourself. Then a whole new arena. From the Lakers, just try to separate yourself. But so if you
Right.
would have did that,
You,
the Lakers,
hey,
it would be right down the street with the Clippers. So again, I just think right now, because it could be because of they only have one title out of this whole situation, and they probably looking at it like
how
Kobe.
many titles are supposed to have? To be honest,
I mean,
with with that team,
with the Lakers, when they first got LeBron, it was all about championship. LeBron been there for how many years now?
8
years.
Yeah.
And one title. They was like they could be look. I think they're looking at it like, you know, we was expecting more and we only got one. Then you look at all the from the time they won that title in the bubble. I don't care how people want to say it, it's still the championship. Up
Right.
until this point, you know, everything that's been going on in between the lines, and you know, the older LeBron get, you know.
But what did Rob Pelinka did to help that team? Look at that team. That roster was flawed. Even with AD, that roster was flawed. You didn't have no shooters at that time. Denver was beginning their mini run with the Joker. You know,
Yeah.
the Golden State was still doing Golden State things a little bit. So what was you supposed to do, Pelinka? Pelinka had a deal on the table that would have helped LeBron and the Lakers tremendously with Miles Turner, which would have moved AD to the 4 and Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield. Yeah. They would have had that shooter, and they would have had that big the way they could have put AD back at the 4.
At the 4. And maybe preserve him from all that beating he was taking and maybe not get injured. But Pelinka did pull the trigger. So what LeBron?
Round pick, right?
Yes.
All because of that first round pick. Yeah.
Yes. But that first round pick in the NBA, that first round pick ain't nothing. It's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
If you're not
Kobe, LeBron, or you know, some type of players coming out, then yeah. But other than that, again, it's the unknown.
And you have at that time he might have was still in his lightweight in his prime, and you are not trying to get him anything to either compete with Denver and Houston and Minnesota and
they would beat Denver in a couple of the playoff series if they would have made that deal to get
because then you would have had Miles Turner who can come out and pop, but like I said,
and they want to give up Austin Reeves. That was another part of it too. What?
Man, a big gave up Austin Reeves.
Hold up. Now I'm gonna say this.
Austin Reeves is not going to help Luka at all. Austin Reeves needs the ball in his hand, just like Luka.
But guess what? I done seen plenty of games this season and saw plenty of stats. When both of them has played, Austin Reeves was still getting his on the point side, assist side, and rebound side.
Did he win?
Luka was getting his too. Like, I mean, Austin Reeves was giving them like 8 assists, 7 boy. Hell, it was games to where him and Luka had double-digit assists at the end of the game. So I'm not saying Austin Reeves can change your franchise around being the number one option, especially for the Lakers. I'm not saying that, but I could understand a little bit now to why they was hesitant to get rid of Austin Reeves. I'm seeing what Austin Reeves can do.
You're the Lakers, right? You're the Lakers, right? Championship with LeBron or Austin Reeves and Luka. You think Luka and Austin Reeves can win the title?
I'm talking about before Luka.
That's what I'm saying. So
that trade what Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. No, it was the first round pick, and they in that team Indiana wanted Austin Reeves. Every team wanted Austin Reeves for some odd reason.
Right. Austin Reeves can play. Austin Reeves can play.
I understand why. I'm looking at it now and understand why. Looking at Austin Reeves' potential when he's on the court healthy with LeBron and Luka, or with Luka, since you brought up Luka, or with Luka, he's still giving you what a good number 2 option should be giving you. Point, rebounds and assists wise. So I mean, that's all I was saying.
But I mean, I understand. But would he be that key player to take you over the top to win a title?
On the championship team? Yeah.
On the championship team.
Yeah, Austin Reeves could be that key player.
I don't see it because the last couple of playoff series, Austin Reeves has not showed up.
What's showing up for you for Austin Reeves with that team with LeBron?
At least do what you did in the regular season. At least do that. He has not done that in the playoffs. If you see his playoff numbers and you see his regular season numbers, they drop dramatically.
As the number 3 for the Lakers, right?
As a number 3, your number 3 supposed to be that person who also help you. Every big three had a like for instance, Kevin Love. Kevin Love was our big three. Kevin Love didn't give the points like he did in Minnesota,
Like
but
his
you can
last year in the playoffs. Was it Denver?
different, yeah.
Okay. Enough said.
Huh?
Enough said. That 12th man in their favor.
You talk about. But it was me. I probably would have did the deal because I knew where LeBron's career was at, and I understood what Austin Reed would have been in the future. But hindsight 22, if I could have got Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, and then still can be able to pull that trade off for Luca with AD, then you would still have the same situation.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I
I mean,
get it.
I'm just saying.
I
I,
feel like again, the comments is excuse me, somewhat unfair considering the fact where that franchise was post Kobe, and you
oh
bring
yeah,
LeBron in, and you look at the franchise now. Although I do agree, I feel like they should have at least more than one more title in this 8 years, especially when you have LeBron and AD, even with LeBron and Luka now. But I do agree with you, having them two teams, it was really hard to put the pieces around that team because of contract structure wise, and you
but
know,
you could have got rid of that contract. Still have some money for you. Got below the apron. Still have some money. Still could have competed, and still could have did without that number one pick. I can understand why they kept Austin Reeves. I mean, I can understand, but
I definitely would have gave up that number one pick. I
oh, that
definitely
number one.
can.
And you look at it, they in the playoffs, so they not even in the lottery.
Right, right.
Basketball is so different from the NFL. Them number one picks are gold in the NFL. In the basketball, if you are not in the top 14, you shooting the craps.
Right. Well, we'll see, man. But
So why
yeah,
would never be a deal?
unfair comments. But I do think it's like time for them to just split, part, separate, go their own ways
Will you think LeBron will waive his no trade clause?
for the right situation. It may, and
Okay.
it necessarily might not be. I mean, of course, he's still all about championships, but it may not necessarily be to a team that's in position like the Rockets or something like that, or it could be a Cleveland. Just saying.
I think the only team he'll waive is Cleveland.
Yeah, bring it back home. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Moving on, Kel, this is your time, real quick, man. We got a boxing match January 31st. Stevenson versus uh To. Kel, you about to break it down for us. What you expected from this match and who you got to win it.
This match is kind of hard for me because both fighters are great fighters. To is the champion. The Ring Magazine champion, which is a big thing. But To don't want that to get that take away. Stevenson is a great defensive fighter. The only thing about him is if he can punch, if he can hit Teal and hurt Teal. I never saw a Stevenson fight that he hurt somebody as as big. I mean, he came from 135, he's coming up to 140, and it's a big fight. And but he's bigger than Teal right now, so that's kind of strange for me. But boxing wise, Teal is a counter puncher, which is so also secure. So you're gonna see both of them gonna be trying to play chess, whoever punch they're gonna counter and then they're gonna counter again. But I feel like Tio got the most explosiveness of the two, meaning he's more athletic, meaning that if he lead off his jab and throw more combination and try to hurt Stevenson, you gotta hurt Stevenson. If you don't hurt Stevenson and give him some confidence, he gonna stay in that pocket and he gonna do his defensive move and pick and Peter pat you all day and then circle you. So I feel that I'm going with Stevenson for the simple fact if they go to the cards, they're gonna give it to Stevenson because I think Stevenson is not going to get hit much because of his defensive mastery. But if Teal get in some type of rhythm, Teal will be able to touch him if the real Teal come up because his athleticism go be able to hit Stevenson because he come from different angles. He throw a nice combination, nice jab, and he also a counter puncher. So this fight gonna be a more thinking type of fight. Whoever is sharper that night will win. But Tio for damn sure is not gonna let Stevenson take his belt from him. So Stevenson will have to come to him. But is Stevenson willing to do this? Now this is Stevenson's first big fight against a known person like Tio. So I'm looking for Stevenson to come after, not come really come after him, but really try to step to him because Tio is the champion. If he fight like he fought against Willis Cepeda, Tio and Mike can clip him. But if he fight like against Dawson, I forgot his name, Santos, then Tio go win because if Shakur start running, and then it's gonna be like the champ. You got to beat the champ, and he's the champ. He's the Ring Magazine, which is the biggest belt in boxing. So he has to go take him to him. But I'm gonna take Shakur for the simple fact that I feel as though Stevenson defense is gonna be more, and he gonna win on points.
Mm. Did you say you taking Stevenson?
Yeah, every time I take somebody, they lose. So
What percentage? What round? Like
it's going to 12. There's nobody gonna get knocked out. Stevenson don't has that power. His hands is too brittle. That's another thing. He don't like the he. Stevenson is like more like Floyd. Floyd had brittle hands. So what they do, they more defensive wise. They will stay in the pocket, but they will move. They will finish shell. They'll use a finish shell, and they'll step back. And what Stevenson does best is distance. He knows how to distance himself from your punches. What Teal do best is that he knows he's athletic enough to use his angles to create more punches for him. If you watch the fight, Teal give bored if it's not engaged. If the fight is not engaged, he gonna get bored. And what happened with that? That's what Stevenson wants you to do. He wants you to be bored. So when you come at him recklessly, he's that mastermind dude who know how to counterpunch you off your mistakes. So he's looking for you to do mistakes. He's like he's like Bud in there. Bud is a good IQ fighter that can switch. Stevenson is a softball. He can't switch. He's just strictly softball. Tio is an orthodox, which is come
man,
forward.
you said a lot of bad stuff. You sound like you said a lot of
Bad stuff by Stevenson.
then you picking him to win the fight.
Because Stevenson is more defensive minded. So he's not going to push. He's not going to put the brakes on Tio. If he puts the brakes on Tio, Tio have a chance to use his athleticism to punch with him. So that's why I said Stevenson gonna win on points because he gonna be doing the little Sugar Ray Leonard thing when he fought Hagler. Pat, 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 move out. Pat, 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 move out. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be engaged. So, and he gonna capitalize on Tio because Tio gonna get mad and upset and frustrated, and he gonna do something dumb. That's what I'm banking on.
Well, we gonna see how much you was right, how much you was wrong. January 31st, man. T.O. versus Stevenson. Kale's got Stevenson to win and take the belts from T.O. Again, you the boxing guru. So
it might be a draw.
What y'all think? Y'all think? Now you said a draw.
What y'all? I'm just taking Stevenson.
Kale's hit it on the head. You know what he's talking about, or is it going to be something differently happen? Let us know what y'all think. Moving forward, man. Your boy Baker had some comments to say about Kevin Stefanski. Now being the coach of the Atlanta Falcons after taking that head coaching job, man. That's your boy Bate. Was they justifiable?
Yes. Yeah, I felt the same way because how that went down. Remember, folks, this is how it really went down. They came to him for his fifth year. They signed his fifth year.
Yeah, that was.
He get hurt. Okay. They let him play. Okay, everybody like, well, Baker should. They let him play. All right, now remember.
Would you agree with, right?
Yeah, if you in there, you got to play good. I agree with that. You have to play good. But if you're an athlete, if you 65, 75%, you're gonna play.
Okay.
So as a franchise quarterback and you picked up his 5th-year option, you should have, as your coach and your front office, should have shut him down. But they didn't because they knew the best chance they can win was with Baker. 85% Baker is better than 100% Case of Keenum. So, with
I
that
agree.
said,
And you know
so
how I
with
feel
that
about Baker when he was in Cleveland, but I agree.
right, with that said, y'all told this man we're not gonna go looking for a quarterback. Then y'all went out and said, you know what, Deshaun, please come to us. Now, Chris Morrison, rest in peace.
After he declined the first time, then you throw
Yeah.
the two 70 or
And
whatever.
then no, not even that. Not even that. Then you called me back up talking about yeah, what's up, Baker? I think you gonna beat us. No, no. The girl that you like dumped you and now you try to come back to your wife. No, that's not gonna happen. I want a divorce. Trade me. My feelings is hurt. I'm sensitive to wrath now. So send me out. Okay. Now, with Baker with Stefanski, he was 17 and 19. People gonna say that's not a good that's not a good rate of 2 games under. But where we came from, that was a better record than anything. He had 2 playoff appearances. They was 1-1. All right. Without Baker now, let me see. Let me get it. Without Baker, he was Stefanski was 16 and 26. 16 and 26 without Baker. Okay. So Baker right now looking better than with Stefanski. That's why Stefanski got fired because he don't have no quarterback. He should have stuck with Baker. So yes, Baker was petty for saying what. Everybody know how Baker is, and Baker is going to be Baker. So Stefanski better hope that his defense be great because he gonna come in there and try to kill and try to destroy them.
Well,
So
I wonder who he gonna bring in as his defensive coordinator.
they got Albright.
They got who?
They named the defense coordinator for last year.
Okay. But one thing I know he did do was he went out and got his boy back for the offensive line coach.
Oh, hey, that was the best. That'd have been the first call. Hey,
We see how his run game was here in Cleveland when we had Callahan as our offensive line coach. So, but yeah, this
with Bijan?
this just don't do nothing but add more, you know,
Fires.
fire, add more storyline to the season, to them two teams when they play each other. So it's good entertainment. It's good for football. And you know how Baker could get when he feel like he's motivated and he got something to prove against an organization or a coach or whatever. He typically comes out and plays good football. But we'll see. We'll see.
I also think it was just not Stefanski. I think Stefanski just got the brunt of it. I think it was a whole organization thing.
Mhm.
But I think Stefanski, since he in the division now, it was a bad. He had to get that off his chest.
He did.
He had to get that off his chest.
He woke up feeling dangerous that morning when he made that comment.
No, he fell up. No, forget danger. He wanted to let people know, like, look, y'all treating me like hot garbage.
Yeah,
And I ain't even get a call.
yeah.
So it was like always wanted to say that. But Baker gonna be Baker. And that's why I like Baker. Because he stayed himself. He never changed.
Yeah, we gonna see again. It's great entertainment. It's gonna be great for when them two teams play next season. 2 times in the division, they're the same division now, so it's gonna be good. Moving forward, let's talk about some NBA, some more NBA. We got our Cavaliers who's got a game going on tonight against the Sacramento Kings, and the updated score is 20-6 Cleveland.
Good job.
Down at the Rock. Hopefully they can sustain this. You know, we good for jump out the big leagues, then we give it up. And
It's that third quarter.
it's in the first quarter.
No, I talk about it's always that third quarter.
At the halftime, yeah. So
Yeah, Charlotte came back like that.
Darius Garland back on the injury list. That toe again is bothering. Do you think it's time that the Cavs, if we're going to make a move, we got to make a huge move? And what I mean by that is Because I just don't think it's just going to work with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Do the Cavs have to make a big move this upcoming deadline in order to get this team to where we need to get to, and the deal has to involve a Darius Garland?
Yes, we always said this. When I'm a firm believer when you go to war and you lose the war 3 out of the 4 years or whatever, you need to change. You need a new general or you need a new coach. We need a new general or we need new players. Darius is a very good player, a very good player, but he's injured too much. He get injured too much. When he fell down on the ground, I didn't even see how he hit his toe. I thought it was a knee,
Mm-hmm.
but it was his toe. And then it was his other toe. It wasn't even the toe that got hurt. So if I'm looking at getting somebody from the small forward position and another guard who can play, who can be as efficient as Garland, but know how to play off ball too. For Mitchell to be able to create his shot on, create his own shot, but also a guard who knows how to run the team too, and a small forward who knows how to score. Because we need a bona fide third scorer.
What's a good package though for Garland? Like what can we send him to that's going to give us the players in return that you're talking about and the players that we need? Like what
Before,
can you make a deal with?
I think New Orleans, the Pelicans would have been good with Trey Murphy and C.J. McCollum, but C.J. McCollum is now with Washington, so that's out the picture.
Oh, he's with Atlanta.
I mean Atlanta, my bad, Atlanta. He went Atlanta, so that's out the picture. So if I really look at it, I would have to go down to even Minnesota. Minnesota need a guard. I will try to go out and get Jane McDaniels, and
He could definitely
maybe,
help out on the defensive end.
huh?
He could definitely help out on the defensive end.
Yeah, and and I can move Mitchell to the one and have with Sarah Merle. Happily have him at the two, Jane Daniels at the three, Mobley at the four, and Allen at the five. Then I can go ahead and put Struce and DeAndre Hunter and Jalen Tyson on the bench, and that would get my bench scoring.
Mm-hmm.
That would solidify my bench. So I will call Minnesota, be like, give me Jaden. You can in return Garland, Jaden, and maybe a Nas Reed.
I like Nas Reed. I like Nas.
So Nas Reed can be our big man because we need another big man off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So Nas Reed, I think that would be a good package for Garland.
It have to take Garland and something else. Minnesota would want something else.
Well, you know who I give him then? Then okay.
Ship Dean Wade ass up out of here, man.
Yeah, I get
Dean
Dean
Like-
Wade. Hell, if you want a Sacred dump, Larry Nance Jr. Hell, you can have Larry Nance Jr. and Dean Wade. Bye.
Mm.
And I give you two second round picks. I don't need them.
I don't know, but what I do know is they got to do something to figure it out because again, you one of those firm believers of you can flip the switch at any given time in sports, but I feel like
Well, the Cavs haven't been playing bad.
they have. Well, you're right. They moved back up in the fifth. They're in the fifth seed now. We was seventh.
Right. They haven't been playing bad.
More wins and a couple of more losses by I think it's the Knicks, who has not been playing.
OKC.
They've been playing okay, but not like how they were at the beginning of the season. We could probably make some things happen. Great show, Kills, man. Good show, man. Good conversation, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube and also on Facebook. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow, like, and share on Facebook. And again, like I explained to y'all earlier, a couple of more weeks, man. Y'all catch us on y'all too, man. Before we get up out of here, I approve of Wade and Larry Nance Jr. package. Yeah.
He said also Minnesota won't be giving up Reed.
Yeah. I said that'd be tough to get a Jamie and a Nas Reed, but
I give you Jared Allen.
I don't think they want Jared Allen Unless they bring him off the bench back of Rudy. But y'all have a great, safe weekend. For myself, for Kels, man. We gonna catch y'all same time, same place, Monday, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and on Facebook. And again, we'll give y'all a couple of weeks, man. And y'all catch this, download this on the Roku channel. Moving on up like Weezy. Y'all stay safe, man. Stay productive and positive, man. We out of here, y'all. Dude.
Stay warm.
Stay warm, yeah. Stay warm.
Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Ground when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive, feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. It's my resurrection in the zone.